Italy now, because reports in the Guardian newspaper in Britain are revealing that prosecutors in Milan in Italy have opened an investigation into Italians who allegedly paid members of the Bosnian Serb army for trips to Sarajevo so that they could kill citizens during the 4-year siege of the city in the 1990s. Well, for more on that story, we're joined now by our correspondent in Italy, Seema Gupta. Hi, Seema. This is an extraordinary story. Can you tell us what led to this investigation?
Well, essentially, we do know that the Milan's public prosecutor's office has opened this investigation to these claims that there are Italians who traveled to Bosnia, as you mentioned, in the early 1990s, essentially to be sniper tourists. They allegedly paid huge sums of money to the Bosnian Serb army in order to kill Bosnian civilians for kicks, is what we're finding out. Now, this happened in between 1992 and 1996. There was that 4-year siege of Sarajevo. Some 11,000 people died in that siege. And this is because of a complaint that was filed by a Milan-based journalist and writer, Ezio Gavazzeni. Now, he essentially put together this report and he says that wealthy people who had a passion for weapons essentially paid money to kill defenseless civilians. That's what he said. And the reports are saying that basically these people here in Italy traveled to the northern Italian city of Trieste. From there, they made their way to Belgrade during that period. And then from there to the hills surrounding Sarajevo, where they carried out this sniper action. Now, the reports include lots of testimony that he's put together, as well as evidence gathering, including testimony from a Bosnian military intelligence officer who is said to have informed this information to the Italian military intelligence at the time. Now, all this evidence that he's put together is being examined by an Italian counter-terrorism prosecutor, and they aim to want to identify the Italians that are involved on charges of murder aggravated by cruelty and abject motives. So really, some very cruel actions that have been presented in this evidence. And so the Milan prosecutor's office clearly feel that it warrants an investigation.
How was this story unearthed? How did it come to the attention of this writer who filed the complaint?
Well, Gavazzeni said that essentially he first heard about it in a report in the Milan-based daily Corriere della Sera some 30 years ago. But his curiosity or his memory of that first report was really peaked, if you like, when he saw a documentary in 2022 called Sarajevo Safari. This was a documentary put together by a Slovenian director that talked about this issue and talked about people not just from Italy, but from other countries as well. And Gavazzeni himself says it's from other Western countries. He believes that there were many Italians, but there were also German, French, and English nationals involved in doing this. Now, he dug further into this and has put together a 17-page report that he handed to the Milan prosecutors back in February. And included in this report is a report by a former mayor of Sarajevo as well. So clearly now the prosecutors feel that they can go ahead, and together with police, they're said to have identified a list of witnesses, and they want to start questioning them to find out who exactly was involved in this here in Italy. But of course, if we are to believe what these investigators and writers have put together, there could be nationals from other countries involved as well.
Astonishing. Thank you, Seema. Seema Gupta there talking to us from Italy.